Hi everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs, and I'm here with a flip through of my little mermaid journal that I have finally completed. It has taken me, gosh, a year. I started this journal a while back, and I was inspired to do it. Basically, I had this paper pack, and it's Sea Maiden from Authentique, and it has beautiful papers in it, and I bought it for $5.99 at Tuesday Morning, and I bought 2 packs of them, and I just love the papers, and what I love the most about it is I love the colors in it. I just love the colors, and I love the pictures, with friends. And I actually made 2 journals almost identical, and one of them is going to a very dear friend of mine, kind of as a housewarming gift. She has a beach condo, and always invites a bunch of us ladies there to hang out. And this is I've made one almost just like it, a little different. I really couldn't make 2 journals exactly the same if I wanted to. Anyway, so the other one's a gift for her, and then this one I will be putting it in my Etsy shop. So when you see this, it will be listed. And the last journal I listed, it went exceptionally fast, and I don't know what to say. Anyway, I don't know how to do it any way that would make it more fair. I had people asking me if they could reserve it while I was doing it, and I don't know. I just kind of felt like that wouldn't really be fair. And I don't do custom orders or anything, and I rarely sell my journals. So, but I'm starting to do it a little bit more. And anyway, this one will be for sale. Okay, so first off, this journal is about 6.5 inches, not quite. It's probably more like 6.25 inches wide, and let's see, it's kind of long. It's about 9.5 inches, a little over 9.75 inches long, and then it has about a 1.5 inch spine. Well, maybe not even that much. Yeah, 1.5 inch spine. Anyway, it is chocked full, just because I don't know how to make a journal. Oh, there's my little magnet. Let me move that. I don't really know how to make a journal, I don't think, without doing that. 75% of the things in here can be removed, so it doesn't have to be that full if you don't want it that way. Okay, the cover is, this is packing material, and it is a leather look cover that I made with that, and it has a beeswax finish on it. This is the back, and I'm showing it to you because you can't, I've put so much stuff on the front you can't really even see this part of it. Anyway, I put some gold around here, and then it does have the corners on it. So it is a kind of a soft cover, but I didn't use any material in it. I put the packing material on cardboard, and then I backed that with some of the paper from the paper pad. So it's kind of, it's pliable, but it's stiff and it's sturdy. Okay. On the front of the cover, you can see I got a lot of stuff going on. I have this wonderful mermaid tail that I put on there, and it's kind of hidden, but it is a mermaid tail, and that's the name of the journal, A Mermaid Tail. And I have this cover on there, and it's got two little aqua little gems on there. And I made this one, I would say, kind of bright and blingy, but I tried to do that and not make it childish at the same time. It was a fine line to walk. Okay, let's put it that way. I put flowers on it, and the flowers are kind of aqua and blue and some purple, and those are the colors that I picked up that were in the mermaid tail. And this is one of the journaling cards that came from that paper, and I also put beeswax on it along with these other cutouts. This is a cutout that also came with the mermaid tail, and that was a separate cutout. And I don't remember what the paper pack was on that, because I have used it, and I had it for ages. So anyway, so that is what I did there. And then these have it has some real, a sand dollar and some seashells, another seashell that I put on there to, go along with the dimension with the flowers. And there's just a few little flowers that are gemstone flowers that are put on there. This part I really love. This is a little octopus, and I threaded the closure, which is sari silk, through there, so it looks like he's closing it shut. I thought that was really cute. The tassel, I had a lot of fun making this. It has, of course, the lace and ribbon tassel that's kind of on there, and has sari silk and just any of the colors that are in this cover are represented in this tassel. And then I have a charm chain, I call it, and it has all different kinds of stuff. A little mermaid, of course it has a pearl on the end, a lobster, a seashell, another little mermaid, a seahorse, let's see, we got a turtle, and a starfish, and then there's a little mermaid tail there. And so that's on there. Next I have this beaded chain that has some crystal beads and some other, and it has all the colors that are in the cover on there. And then last I have this mermaid charm, and she's hanging on with these beautiful glass beads and crystals. So anyway, it is removable. It has a lobster claw, and it's in an eyelet, so you can take it off. Also, each of these little dangles here all are put on with the lobster claw, so you can take some of them off if you don't want them, if it's too dangly or whatever. Anyway, so that's the cover and the tassel. So you just open it up by untying it. It's not, not hard to do. Like I said, it is a very full journal, so as you can see. So it has approximately 200 pages in it, and not every page has something on it. It's very much a writing journal, but it does have a lot in it. Okay. All right, so first off, on the first page, this is the decorative paper that I put in there, and that is what is the, on the, I think I used a file folder for this, and then so this is backed on there. Anyway, first of all, you have a library pocket. This was achieved, this look, when I did some jelly plate printing, and I did it with this journal in mind. and actually this in the other journal, because I knew what kind of colors I wanted. So you're going to see a lot of tags in this journal and things that are made from jelly prints, and that's what you're going to see. Okay, so this says, I must be a mermaid. I have no fear of depth and a great fear of shallow living. And it's just a little card that you could put whatever you wanted to put on there. And in addition, you've got this little tag, and this has this beautiful starfish that I have embossed, and it's on some gauze, and this is a jelly printed tag, and it's sewn. And then here's another tag, and you know, they all go together really well. It has the same colors, but every one of them is very unique and interesting on their own, I think. Anyway, they're, you know, you're not going to find another one like it, that's for sure. I wanted everything in here to be very just very unique. Okay, so here's, you know, part of the paper, which I love this paper. And this is a journaling card that comes with it. And I love that picture of a mermaid. But anyway, that's just a journaling card. And behind it is probably my favorite jelly print that I did. I love all the colors in it. And anyway, I embossed some seahorses and just some seaweed on there. I love it how the, you know, the silver, and then you have the beautiful colors behind it, and it's just backed with some this is not coffee dyed, this is dyed with food coloring on the back. So anyway, that's that. You'll see across this entire journal, I've put this kind of ruffly lace, and this is very vintage lace, but then I put this eyelash trim, and to me it kind of reminded me of coral, and you'll see throughout the paper you have a lot of aquas and blues and a lot of this color, and I thought it was really pretty to you know, accentuate that color. Here you have a similar color ribbon, and then you've got this cording right here. You will see on any of the lace pages, and basically the lace pages are the front and back of every signature, and there's 2 signatures in this journal, by the way, and it does have approximately 200 pages. Anyway, each of the little lace pages or lace trims all have 2 little baubles on there, and they're put on there. They have, this one is a little seashell, and they have a few little beads on there with them, and then this one has another little seashell, a different one. Okay, so there's that. This page is my blingy page, and I think we made these tags together. This is a little mermaid tail that has little sequins on it and a little bit of netting behind it, and on the back of it is alcohol sprayed index card, but it is put on behind here another jelly plate print, and here's another jelly plate print, and it has some netting on it. It has 2 seashells that were embossed, and it has little sequins shells, and this is a weekly time card that's been altered, and that's what that is. Put that in there. This page has vellum that I sprayed with my homemade alcohol ink and shimmer spray, and it's really pretty, very translucent, reminds me of water. It is trimmed with, and I have a tutorial on my alcohol ink and shimmer spray. This trim is done with crepe paper, and I did a whole thing on that too, and then it has some eyelash trim on the end of it. I like how it absorbs the color on the ends. I have a lot of different papers in here. This is just this is paper made to look old. This is just some coffee dyed paper. This is just some packing paper. This is just miscellaneous paper with a little stencil on it, and sprayed with alcohol ink and shimmer. This is just line paper that has been sprayed with alcohol ink and shimmer. Some more packing paper. See, I told you there's a lot of room to write in this. This is a octopus stamp, a Tim Holtz stamp that I embossed, and this is on top of, again, a jelly print, and then it has two tags that go with it that are pieces of a jelly print, and of course they're very different, but yet they go together. Okay, on the next page we have a pocket, and it has 3 different tags. This was made out of some of the papers and back with some old looking paper, and these are 2 tags. I love all these. They're great. This one is just backed with some looks like alcohol dyed paper. This one says mermaids are real, and so there we go, that goes in there. Again, just some grid paper. This has a mermaid stencil on it. This is just again sprayed with alcohol ink, and this is a doily. This is a food coloring dyed coffee filter that I backed onto this doily. You could journal on that. And then I made a pocket on the other side. It has this cute little, it's paper clipped in with this cute little seahorse paper clip. And it says, if life starts getting you down, just remember to come up for air. And then I have another jelly print, and it's done on a vintage library card. So I'm going to put that in there. And that gets clipped right there. So that's kind of cool. Again, some more stenciling. This stenciling was actually done with spray, so I sprayed it on there. Some more packing tape. And then here's another one of the crepe paper fringe, and I did that with this coral color. There's a lot of this coral color in here, and it's really a good contrast with the turquoise, and so I wanted to kind of bring that out. It's just some more stenciling. Just some old looking paper. This is just some coffee dyed paper, packing. Let's see here, coffee dyed paper, grid paper, a stencil, just some more packing, and this is some more just alcohol ink and shimmer spray. Okay, and here's another crepe paper trim, and it's put on some of the old paper. This is some more of that. I really love this. I like how it feels and looks. This is some more of the vellum that has been sprayed with the alcohol ink and then the shimmer spray, and then it has a lace trim on it that is backed with crepe paper. Okay, and this is some more. This is just some paper that I put in. Okay, so this is the middle of the signature, and on this side you have the little seahorse paper clip, and underneath it you've got this cute little journaling card, and then you do have a vellum tuck spot, and this is just a piece of dyed paper, and I loved how this turned out so much. And I didn't really have the heart to cut it up, so I just thought it looked really cool, and so I just kind of put it in there, you know, for some writing, and then that way you had that. On this side I had this kind of peeking out behind the vellum pocket here. I thought that was cute. And here's another really cute little journaling card that comes with the paper. And then here's just a tag that I made. And then here is one of the envelopes that I made in my series of mermaid envelopes. And it really, I don't know if you can see that, just turned out really cute. Has a little starfish on the back. And on the inside, it just has a little journaling card, and it's just a ship's log. So anyway, that is all that's in there. I'll put that back in there. I love these little paper clips. They're so cute. Anyway, put that back in there. And then let her peek behind there. Okay, so here we have some more of that paper. It's just really, really neat looking. And some more old looking paper. This has some more shimmer spray and alcohol ink. Another stencil. Coffee dyed paper. More shimmer spray that kind of looks oceany. More packing material. More yellow paper, old paper. I did really make this to be a writing journal. I kind of envisioned it as a guest book or, you know, a personal journal when you go to the beach and every time you go. I mean, I thought of it, you know, I would use it like every year when I go, I write how I feel. I love going to the beach. I love the sound of the ocean and just like, you know, putting that in there. And I wanted it to be happy colors and which I think now is super apropos. But, you know, like I said, I actually started this a year ago. And I was just really stumped because I was trying to find a digital or paper or whatever and to, you know, match my vision. And then I found this paper and I was so excited. Anyway, so here's another journaling card. I love these. I just love them. And this is another coffee dyed, not coffee dyed, food coloring dyed coffee filter. Kind of said that backwards. And here's another doily. Here's this one I love. Has a beautiful yellow in it, and then it's a multicolor eyelash trim on there, and it kind of matches this page that has the alcohol on it. And here's just some more ledger. This is just 2 tags that I made to go in here. I love all these tags. I just really do. And then here's some more of the paper that's just backed with some old paper. And this little pocket goes right there. Okay, so this is just a window envelope junk mail, and on the side you've got this beautiful starfish that was embossed. And then again, this is on a vintage library catalog card, and it is sewn together with some of the jelly plate, and that just goes in there. And this is embossed with these Tim Holtz stamped, which I love. And in the window you can see this little seahorse, and you pull that out and you've got this tag. And of course this is all jelly print paper, so this is all from the jelly print, and they're different prints. I just used similar colors. And okay, so this has the little corks star on there, and then I have the embossed seaweed or sea plant and my little horse, and I love it with these colors. It just looks so pretty, and it's backed with I believe that's just some coffee dyed paper. Anyway, so that just fits right in there, and your seahorse is in there. So here, some more packing paper, lined paper. This is just done, has some shimmer spray, some stencils of some seashells, some more coffee dyed paper, old paper. Here's some more of the alcohol ink, inked paper with the trim that I did with the crepe paper. Okay, on this page we have two little goodies. We've got this, this is a jelly print behind here, and on the back, this was done on an old Project Life card, and this is an embossed cutout anchor that's on some netting, and it's got a little bit of a tie there, and that's it for that. This is one of the envelopes that I made in one of our Craft With Me's, and it has this octopus on here, and I don't know if you can tell, but we did some stenciling with some texture paste, and it has kind of like the fish scales on there, over here and over there. And on the back it has some more of the texture paste and stenciling up here and here. It's got a little bit of stamping. It does glisten. It's really fun if you have it in your hands, because it has this wonderful sheen and texture to it. Anyway, this is the closure. This is just a little shell closure, and you open it up, and inside you have this lovely picture of these mermaids for you to color from an adult coloring book. I kind of like that, so I just stuck it in there as a little something, and then, you know, you can always use it to put whatever you want in there. So anyway, I put that in there. And like I said, a lot of these things are removable, so if you don't want it that full, you don't have to have it that full. So put those in there. Okay, and then also, you know, you do have your little dangles. You've got a little seahorse here, and then on this one you've got a little turtle. Okay, on the next page we have two tags. This was done with the jelly plate, and to me this kind of looks like seaweed. I think it turned out really cool. And then you have this tag that was made with several different napkins where things were put on here, and then you've got some embossed fish, and it's on some coffee dyed paper, so I put that in there. On the other side we have this tag, and this tag is a jellyfish that has some embossing, but it's kind of done kind of in a drippy fashion. Again, this is on a jelly print plate, or jelly print that I have backed with some alcohol ink sprayed paper, and it has some seashells and Life's a Beach, and then it has a starfish on there, and it just kind of goes, the colors go really well with the jelly print that's behind there. Of course, you have some more little charms here. You've got a little mermaid, and then a starfish here. On the next page you have this two little starfish, and it's done on this little index card that has alcohol ink sprayed paper. And anyway, that's it for that. On this side you have a little flip up, and these are just some papers that I put in here to write on. I loved how they looked and the marbling, and I thought it went really well. This is another one of the crepe paper trim that I made, and I'll try and remember to link those tutorials in there. But anyway, so underneath it, it has a stenciled mermaid on there. So you have a little surprise when you open it up or flip it up. On the next page, I have just a little journaling card, and it's backed with some paper. And then this is just a piece of paper that, interestingly enough, I tried to stencil a doily, and it came out looking like this, and to me it looked like a jellyfish. So I kind of left it intact and thought it would be kind of cool to put in there. And it is on parchment paper, so it's kind of neat. I just thought that'd be kind of fun. Somebody wanted to write something in there or whatever. And this pocket is just a vellum pocket with another pocket. I put this paper in there. It wasn't part of the paper pack, but to me it just reminded me of just a weathered wood. Anyway, so here's some more papers. Here is some more little stencils. Here is another lined paper that has the shimmer spray and alcohol ink. And then it also has another crepe paper trim on there with some lace. And this is just some paper that looks old that has a little sandcastle stenciled on it. Another piece of packing paper. I just love how that feels. So I usually put it in a lot of journals. This is some coffee dyed paper, grid paper that has some spray on it on this side too. And then this has some, again, some more of that wonderful vellum. I put a lot of this in this journal just because it just, to me, ended up looking so much like, you know, water in the ocean. It was glistening and translucent, and I don't know. That's what I felt like. I wanted it to have that feel. Okay, this is just a little poem about mermaids that I put in there, and it is printed on vellum, and if you pull it off you can see it better. And I would read it to you, but I don't know, it'd probably take a little while. I don't know. It's a really cute little poem. Anyway, inside it has this journaling card that, you guessed it, it's a jelly plate print, and then this is a crab and a lobster, and on the back it's just a alcohol ink sprayed index card. So anyway, that is that. Another little stencil of an octopus. And on this page I have, and I just found this in a Reader's Digest book that I actually was using to make a cover, and it was a captain and a lady on a ship, and I just thought that looked kind of cool, so I put that in there. And another old paper. This just has more lined paper that's been sprayed with alcohol ink, and just has a little leftover piece of that crepe paper. More paper, another lined paper. Okay, so this is part of an envelope that's in there, and we've got a mermaid stenciled there, and on the other side we have some stencils that are shells. And you've got this really cool seahorse paper clip. Inside it, it just has this lined paper that has been sprayed kind of turquoise and glistening, and I thought it was really pretty. So I just basically put it in there for something to write on. You can put anything you want in there. That's what's fun about it. And it just paper clips closed. If I can get that on there. So it's really not that hard. I don't know. Oh, it's just, I see the paper clip part is in the wrong spot. Anyway, I'm not going to struggle with this much longer, guys, I promise. Okay, so more paper, more old paper. Like I said, guys, there's lots of room to write in this journal, but yet it has a lot of things in it too. More crepe paper I'm just going to skim through that. I'm not going to even talk about it anymore. Y'all got the drift. Okay, so here's another one. This is the middle of the signature again, and we have things on both sides. We have some journaling cards here that are kind of clipped together with one of those great paper clips. So there's one. Mermaids are my spirit animal, and this journaling card. And those are just all made with the paper, so I don't know how I did this, honestly. I'm just going to put that there. Okay, and then here's another one of those journaling cards, the mermaid, and I like it just sitting. I just love how they look. This is another envelope that we did in that one craft with me, and it's really fun, but it has some texture on it. And inside, again, it has another, just a ship's log. So we'll put that in there. That goes this way. Alright, so that's just the middle of the signature. I didn't put any danglies or anything in these. I just tied it in a bow, and if you want to put something on there, you can. You could take all of these off and put some of them down there. I just didn't do it. Okay, I figured you had a lot of little charms and stuff on this, so just depends on what you want. Here's the other part of that, and it has a little mermaid on there, and nothing on this side. But again, it has some more of that paper, and again, it just has a paper clip that is shutting it, so did that. And a few more pages. On this page, this is just a coffee filter that's been dyed. This is with alcohol ink, I believe, and it has a few journaling cards, salty air, and mermaid hair. This is another one of the jelly prints, and then this is just one from the paper kit there. I don't know if that one went in the back. Yeah, I think it did. I think those two went in the back, this one in the front. Anyway, so that's it, and then there's another stencil there. Okay, and then, you know, every once in a while I have a stencil or whatever. Okay, some more of that paper, and another clay paper trim on the end. And, you know, they're all different. More paper. Another stencil. More paper. More paper. Another stencil. This is another one of the junk mail envelopes that I did. Again, this has the jelly print on top of it, and you have a little mermaid here, some seaweed, a seahorse, a seashell. You have a couple seashells peeking through the window, and then this is the card that goes in there, and it's on a guest check. So anyway, that goes in there, and then on top you just have just a bookmark, and so that's nice and stiff, and it's again jelly print that I made, so that goes in there. This side you have two journaling cards. This one is a jelly print, just plain. A lot of these I didn't decorate them just because I thought they looked so cool on their own. They just really do. This is a tag. I think I made this with yeah, I think I did this in my mermaid tag series, and it just has some of those swirly blings on there that's in turquoise on top of the jelly print. I just thought it looked really cool with the mermaid tail, and this is embossed, and it's inked, and it has a little bit of turquoise netting behind it, and it's the back of it is just more, it's the other side of the jelly print. And so anyway, that's that. Goes right back in here, and that is almost the end of the journal. Oh yeah, and also too, you have more of the little charms on there. Got another little mermaid. Okay, this is the next to last page. It has this envelope that we made in my mermaid envelopes, and in the thing we made some of this, I don't know, seaweed stuff, and of course this has the crackle finish to it. But anyway, it's just an envelope that we decorated and made, and it has a little seashell there, closure, and then you open it up and it has another one of the coloring pages, adult coloring pages. So I put that in there. Yeah, I kind of envision this as just a real writing journal for someone, maybe even a teenager or someone a little older, not necessarily a child. Okay, this is a glassine bag that you can't really tell with the tags in there, but it has the mermaid, the fish, stencil on there, and then it has this embossed seashells, and then it says sun and sea, and it is on top of another jelly print with just some netting, and then it is on a guest check, okay, that has also been stenciled, and that goes in front. And in the back you've got this tag, and it has some washi tape on the bottom that says let's be mermaids, let's be mermaids. It's on top of, again, another jelly print on the back. It has a stencil, and it does have this mermaid tail that's been embossed, and it has several layers of different colors of ink on it, distress ink, and that's it. That's pretty much it, guys. So that is my journal, and like I said, when you see this, it will be in my Etsy shop, which is, I will link it below, and it will be available. And I hope this inspired you, and I don't know, I wanted it to be a happy journal, and I don't know. I mean, I thought that when I started making a year ago, but I really think I just want the colors in it and everything you see to inspire happy thoughts. I guess that's what I thought when I made it. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked it, and I will try and link a lot of the videos that we did together with this in here, so you can, or at least it'll be in my playlist if I don't link them all. But I will put my Etsy shop in there if you're interested. Okay, all right, thank you very much, and we will see you guys. Hopefully you'll join me another time soon.